Hi, it's Michelle. In this video, I'm going to show you the straight stitch. It's done in burgundy behind this red sequin. And I'm going to show you the running stitch, which is done in dark green on the toe of this Bucilla Holiday Teddy felt stocking. So here is what I've got so far. I've done most of the burgundy straight stitches behind the sequin. And I've done like all the white running stitch here. This is the back. It's not very pretty, but it could be worse. So I'm going to show you. So the symbol for the straight stitch in burgundy is right here. It's like a black, it has like squiggly white lines in it. So over here on your color symbol guide, you can see the straight stitch. Here's the symbol right there. And then you go over here and you find the symbol. And I'm going to need 2 strands of burgundy, and you can see the strands, 2 strands of burgundy. So when you get your floss out of your kit, it's 36 inch in length. And to do 2 strands, it's easier, pull one out. And so here you have one 36 inch strand, but by the time you thread your needle, and I'm using the number 10 beading needle, the smaller needle that comes with your kit. So I put one end through, pulled it all the way down to the end, and I'm gonna knot the 2 strands together. So now I have 2 strands for this straight stitch. So this is how you do the straight stitch according to the example and the instructions. So I come up from the back, and then I'm gonna come in at the end of the line here, and then I'm gonna go to the end and put my needle back through, and I'm just gonna catch a little bit of felt and come back through and hit just the end of the line there. Okay, so then I'm gonna go down here at the end of this line, and I'm gonna kind of like, you just scoop a little bit of the felt. You don't have to go all the way through. Pull it through, and then I just keep doing this. Come right up at the end, and then go back down and kind of connect over to the next line. And then go back down at the end and just go under where that little sequin's gonna go. Pull it through, and then go back through. Come up where your sequin's gonna go. So I just need a red sequin and a red bead for the center of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that now, since I'm right here. And then, so that straight stitch part is done. Now the reason why I do that, where I just, you know, stay on top of the felt and just grab little bits, then it makes the back of the stocking much cleaner. Now if I were to do it where I do the stab method, so I come up, go back down, so doing it this way, so here I've done it this way, and I'll go back down, get my red sequin and a red bead here. Oop. That bead, it really does not want to go on the stocking, so we're just gonna get another one. Okay, so I've got my bead, got my sequin. Okay, so the back now. So look at what I've done here. Using the stab method, it kind of, you have more stitches showing back here that way, rather than here I just have like 2 knots. But that is your straight stitch. So the next part we're gonna do is the running stitch. And the running stitch, you do that, well, all through here on the white, and you also do it on the toe of the stocking. So this is the running stitch. the white, and then this is the heel of the stocking that I already did. Okay, so your symbol for the running stitch for the toe are these black dashed lines. And then over here, your symbol for the running stitch is right here. And then when you look over here on your color symbol guide, here's your running stitch, and it's the black. And then my strands, I need 2 dark green. So again, same thing. I'll pull a strand from my dark green, one end through the needle, and you know, come back through time at the ends. Okay, so my toe for the running stitch. So when I'm close to an edge, like these are all close to an edge, so I'll start in on the inside because I don't want my knot to be right there, you know, at the edge, because it might be seen. So I'm gonna go in kind of on an angle here, just catching the top of the felt, and I'm gonna go back through, and I'm gonna come up over here at this next line. Now with the running stitch, you don't want to pull really tight because you don't want to cinch up the felt. You just want to have those lines covered. So the next one, I'll go in here, scoop under, come back up at the next one. And there we go again. This is your running stitch. When I come to the edge, I don't want to go around. I want to go on an angle, right back in. So there's the running stitch. I usually cut it off, and when I go to the next line, I start over, because I don't want to travel around, because the more you travel around with the running stitch, I think the more it will get pulled and get cinched up. So I'll make a knot. Again, I'll come on the inside, go back down on an angle, and come over and catch that next line. And I'll just keep going on just like that till this is all finished. And that's your running stitch. Now on the white, it says to use 3 strands of white. So if I'm going to use 3 strands of white, okay, so I have 36 inches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 strands out of here, and so I have 3 strands that are 36 inches long, but I'm going to cut it in half because I only want 3 strands. Now here's my 3 strands. I'm going to knot it, and I use the small beading needle for this also. Put one end through the needle, and just a little bit goes through, because you want your 3 strands. You don't want to double it, because then you'll have 6. So that's your straight stitch and your running stitch. Have fun.